word of God. And I'm not joking here. You can find so much shit with Google. Don't just look up fucking I don't know,
StockX.com, the new
Cardi
J's.
B ass and shit.
Cardi B ass.
Yeah, Meg the Stallion's ass and Doja Cat's ass. Let me delete my history.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds like your search history.
So anyway, yeah, y'all need to stop that shit. Okay, that's for me. Anyway,
that sounds like your search history, everybody.
So
welcome back. Episode 25 of the Ted and Ed Show. Milestones. Quarter century in.
Quarter way to the 100.
There it is. 25 cents.
Right there.
George Washington's on a quarter, right?
I think he's on $1.
Yeah. But he's on the quarter too, I think, right? Who's the head on the quarter? I think it's George Washington.
Damn, he got 2 spots?
I mean, Lincoln got the $5 bill, right? And the penny?
Yeah, but that's 2 too. And, he kind of helped black people. I'm trying to get around. Hamilton should be on 3.
Oh, my God.
Have y'all seen him? Just start.
Welcome to the Ted and Ed Show. Well, the most dangerous podcast out right now with your world's most dangerous hosts. I am Ted.
And I'm Ed.
And we out here living. No, that's not it. Cut that out, George. Go ahead, cut that.
George, he gave me his 2-week resignation.
Yeah.
After this whole thing with Trump, he said, I go with Trump. And if Trump is out, then I'm out.
Yeah. George is, this is his final 2 weeks.
Yeah.
George has some business to take care of. He's been, his funds has been missing. He's been donating to this, to this fraud. And he's been trying to investigate. All power to him.
No, I wish him the best on finding out how to take down Antifa.
Exactly. And we
still don't know.
We're going to get all into that this week. Like I said, this week's going to be jam-packed episode that we got. Like always, we're going to always start with, we streaming? Getting out what we've been looking at, what we've been listening to, the content that we've been consuming, the culture that we've been consuming. We're going to get into that and then get into our main topic, which is, if you didn't know, Mr. Trump is out of office. By the time you're hearing this, it's Inauguration Day, and another president is in, President Trump is out, and we're just going, I guess, just talk about, get a little political on today's episode. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
The lease is up.
The old lease is up. Get out. Eviction.
Out.
And take all these niggas with you. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. And like always, the best segment on the show, best segment in the world, we're gonna get into the rant.
There we go.
Something we gotta get off our chest every week, something that we gotta say, something that just grinds our gears, and I got something this week that I need to say. I'm getting ahead of myself. But Edward, what are you? I'm hitting it off, as a bear, as a grizzly bear.
Bears get a lot of playtime in this podcast.
Because that's the only animal I can think of when I think of streams, bear and fish. But, you're out there and you see the rainbow trout in the stream, you grab it, you eat it. Edward, what are you streaming?
I'm glad you asked, Ted. So, over the past, I want to say 10 days.
10 days.
I've had a lot of time. I have a lot of time to watch shit.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm gonna just fucking go out there and say it. Last Sunday, I tested I think I was asymptomatic, or at least in the range of like horrible and asymptomatic. Like my worst day was I just had a fever and I just kept saying it's hot and I don't like the heat.
Yeah.
But luckily, thank God, I just quarantined myself. I didn't need to go to an ICU or anything. Ginger tea, courtesy of Wendy.
Shout
And
out.
her family with this liquid IV shit. That shit came in very clutch.
Oh, you had some stuff
Vitamin C.
plugged up in you?
No, it was they sell it at GNC. So it's a pack and it's just called liquid IV. So one pack you put into a bottle of water and it turns it into lemonade basically. But it drinking that one bottle is equivalent to drinking 4 of those bottles. It just has more stuff to keep you hydrated, like 4 times as much.
Oh, okay.
So I was chilling for the most part. Some uncomfortableness, but nothing really dire.
Yeah.
So throughout that time, I had a lot of things to watch, catch up on. So let's get into it. First on the list, Fire Force. I got back into my anime bag.
Oh, in the anime bag.
Got the bag, and you have to get back into it. And when you get into it, you pull anime shit out.
Oh shit! There it is.
And the first one is Fire Force.
Oh my god!
I watched season 2. For you other weebs out there and otakus, Fire Force is cool as fuck. The characters are amazing. The abilities, they go so deeper into just having, I can throw fire.
Yeah.
They got people that's like, I can cool down the temperature in my atmosphere of whatever block I'm on, and that slows down the time or some shit. And it's just real good. And then they got niggas on it. Anime starting to add some black people.
That's what we like. We like that.
Woo! I'm liking it. I'm liking diversity. I would like to see some brown, please. Shout out to Seis Manos. That's the only anime to actually do anime with Latinos in it.
Oh, that's dope.
Shit, I think that'd be cool. Let's add some brown people into it. So Fire Force, I just finished season 2 yesterday. And it's real good. I'm fucking with it. Looking forward to season 3. Next one. Out of the anime bag. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh.
Finally got a chance to finish that up.
It's there.
It's there, but people are comparing this one guy who covers his eyes and has white hair.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that to Kakashi, right?
Yeah, they're comparing him like, who's better, him or Kakashi? I'm like, this nigga only got a season. Kakashi got 13.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just because they got, masks on or like
and white hair. Yeah, and they're the mentor. That don't put them on Kakashi.
Terrible.
Don't put them on Kakashi level.
Terrible.
You ain't doing that. Don't do that. Not Hatake. No, you ain't doing that. So there's that. It's very good. And then I have a moment in time where it was like I was feeling that time when I was like overheating and having the fever. I didn't want to watch nothing new. I didn't want to pay attention to anything. I wanted to watch something comforting. So you know what I watched? I went to Hulu.
Oh.
Fire Force and Jujutsu Kaisen are on Crunchyroll, by the way, among other platforms, but I don't use those. But I went to Hulu. I went to Naruto Shippuden. Hence the anime bag. You feel me? There was one arc that I wanted to see. Not even an arc.
Not even.
He didn't deserve an arc the way he get put down.
No.
I'm talking about Jiraiya's death.
Oh my god.
I went straight to it. I said, let's go right to it. You gonna go into the village. No one told your ass to go into that village. You went into the village.
Breaking kids' heart.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't like Jiraiya. The great thing I'll give him, though, is that he taught goats. Yeah. He taught Yahiko, Nagato, and Naruto, and he taught the 4 Hokage. He taught Naruto dad.
Yeah.
So...
He'd a goat teacher.
Yeah, he a goat teacher. That's for sure. But you make goats, but I just don't like you.
That's terrible.
I like your abilities. I just don't like you.
That's terrible.
And no one told your ass to go into the village. First of all, it's Tsunade's fault. Because she agreed to send them there alone. Like, you stupid. Both of y'all stupid. Don't come into this rain. No one told you to go into the liquor store. Who told you to go in the liquor store?
Exactly.
Now you got old dog shooting you in your fucking face. That's what happens. Okay? That's what fucking happens. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. Yes. Don't kick my sister's ball over the fence and then think you're going to come over here. Jiraiya. They put it on him good. That ending scene. Pose and bats.
That's terrible.
Woo! they broke his back in a literal meaning.
That's terrible.
I enjoyed it. And I stopped it right there. I said, "Yep, that's all I needed." So that's just to put a little rumble in the wave, make people mad.
Rumble in the wave.
Like, oh, I love Jiraiya, and I'm like, did you? No, you like who he taught. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Other than that, let's go to some music.
Music.
There's 3 things I've been listening to. I'm gonna start with the one that I'm least excited about.
Okay.
Or the one I've been listening to least.
Give me that.
Bad Boy with Juice WRLD and Young Thug.
I don't even heard that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't like Thug's part, but it's just talking about being a bad boy, and Juice WRLD starts it off.
That's one thing about Thug. He either you like it a lot or you just don't like it at all.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
But the beat, I like the beat, like the scratchiness in the beginning. And he just, Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, back on my bad boy. Something, something, something. Oh my God, I got bad boy. If you would have known. Like, see, I just like that part. I like his whole verse. But when it gets to Young Thug, it's like, okay, let me finish doing my laundry. But the second one is Mr. Nice Watch by J. Cole featuring Jay-Z.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, this is a new song?
Nah. That time last episode when we was talking about J. Cole.
Yeah.
And I thought about that. I was like, you know what? Let me listen to it again. It slaps.
Slaps. Yeah, it's a slapper.
It slaps.
Wordsmith.
Woo! Okay, so we can get into that, but I don't want to get into it because I'm most stoked about this third one. Straight Alabama. She did it again.
Oh my
Flo
God.
Milli with the hit single Roaring 20s. Let's talk about if she was a rich man. If I was a rich man. She a stank bitch. Sound like she always said, like all the bitch do in her day is go around and then eat some dicks. If I was a rich boy, rich man. That shit is crazy. Like, oh my God. Like, came out of Batman, ain't shit funny. Got so much money, don't know what to do with me. Like, she's amazing. I love her voice. I'm starting to get to the point where I like her more than Meg Thee Stallion.
Whoa.
I'm starting to get to that point.
Yikes.
Where because I like Meg. Because the anime and ass. If y'all ever been to an anime expo, right, exactly. That's there's ass all around, and there's anime characters that wear pantsuits like Hillary Clinton. The fans just don't dress as her. That's all. They want to be Misty with double D's.
Yeah,
in a C cup. They do that. They want to be all those women. Lucy. They want to be them. So that's what Meg reminds me of. Ass, and she's into anime, and she got bars.
Yeah.
But Flo Milli's voice is so captivating. I love the almost raspiness. I think that's why I also like. I know that's why I like PP Cocaine, because of her raunchiness. But the voice of it is like, you ain't trying to act all thuggish. You're like a squeaky voice person.
Yeah.
But you saying all this raunchy shit. Like, imagine if Lil Kim and Trina had high pitched voices.
I see what you're saying.
Like that.
And it's like different. Like a.
Yeah.
Almost like a. Like, I don't know. It just puts them against each other. You don't expect that voice that little voice to have such a. Like a
Mike
dirty,
Tyson in his voice.
Exactly. Like a dirty, sound to it, or dirty content coming out of it.
Exactly. So I just, that's what I've been listening to. I've really just been focusing on anime. I've been burning through a lot of it. Jiraiya died about 4 times on my TV. I just wanted y'all to know that. Put a nice little rumble in the wave, like that's how terrible. His body put a rumble in the wave at the land of the Rains village.
Disrespectful, man.
Just want to let y'all know. I know people, y'all don't like him. Who picks him in the game? Who picks him in the game?
Yeah, who does
really?
Pick him in the game?
Who picked him? He got the weakest Rasengan. He's slow as fuck, and all of Naruto's frogs are bigger. Y'all like who the nigga taught. Stop. Let's be real.
Let's be real.
But let's stop. Let's stop. Let's move on. Let's move on like Naruto and Pain did.
Because they did.
So, that's me.
That's
what about you, Ted? What you been streaming? You're a fish. You're going down the Tuscaloosa, Tupelo River. in Willacoochee, Georgia. Even though Tupelo's in Mississippi, don't. This podcast is for people with no geographical knowledge. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
So you're going down that way, but it's really the other way, and you're the fish that jumps out. You're the flying.
Yeah, there it flies.
You're a Super Saiyan fish.
Yeah, there it is. That makes it all. I get it now.
You see a bear. Mm-hmm. How are you going to avoid him in order to get to your streams? What are you streaming to avoid those teeth?
Okay. See. Now, Jesus Christ. I'm going to just start off with the music. What I'm streaming this week. First of all, let's just get some of the other ones out the way. The little one. There's a song by this new artist, or no, she's not even new. Mahalia. I think I might have brought her up before. Her name is Mahalia. It's a song called Grateful, I think, that I'm really, really loving now. I'm adding on the playlist. Like a mini playlist that I have. Yeah, that song is fire. She has like one of those, those performances on YouTube, the Colors performances, where it's just like, they just stand there and it just stand like in the background. The background is just a color, just one like solid color or something like that.
Oh, I haven't seen
and they're doing like a performance or whatever. They have like a lot of video, millions of views on YouTube. But I've been going through
are those the people like their bodies make a figure or something?
No, it's just the musician just stands there with a mic in the middle, and they're just singing their song. And then the background looks like a studio, but the background is just one solid color, and it's called Colors, the like series, I guess. But kind of like how Tiny Desk, that series.
Oh, okay.
But
all right, yeah, I see what you mean.
But yeah, I've been like listening to a lot of like watching those, and the artist I think Mahalia, she does like 2 or 3 of them, and they all sound really good. I love those songs, so yeah, definitely give that a listening to.
Where is she from?
I don't know, honestly.
What genre of music is?
It's like R&B, definitely some R&B.
Check that out.
That is the core of me.
Yeah, you're very good at finding new artists, especially female artists. If y'all don't know, when I was at an airline doing baggage handling, I was handling the bags for a Billie Eilish band, and I didn't know who that was until Ted. Told me.
Hey, she had the best album that year.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, Billie Eilish, that's pretty cool. But after you put me on to Billie Eilish, I look back on that day, like, God damn it, I should have went up there and be like, I just want to make sure this is yours. Just want to let you know everything's in it. Okay, cool.
My name's Edward.
Yes. You call me Dad Nemesis.
Yeah, no, that year especially, she was like relatively like not known at all compared to what she is now, and that shit was. She had the best album of the year. I can't even think of it now. Don't Smile at Me. Yeah, that album was the best of 2018. I think it was the best album of that year. So she's amazing. So yeah, Mahalia's fire. I've been listening to. Okay, so as y'all know, I don't know if y'all do know, but I'm a black man. Okay, I'm a black male, but I there's my music tastes vary from everywhere to everywhere, and anywhere and everywhere. I think somebody asked us what name 3 musicians that define you or like can describe who you are. And I think we got that question. I immediately said Michael Jackson, Slipknot, and John Mayer because first of all, I love all 3 of those, but those are 3 people that are one's on the graph here, another one's up here, and the other one's way up there. Like it's metal, it's soul music, and it's pop music. So it's like they don't even touch each other. They don't even mix. Yeah. So I listen to a lot of shit. One thing I do listen to, who's my favorite artist right now, is Mr. Zayn Malik. Okay. Out of One Direction. Let me tell y'all. I don't listen to no damn One Direction. Okay. I'm a 26-year-old male, straight man. Okay. I didn't listen to no damn One Direction as a kid or as a 20-year-old, whenever they came out. But this man, Zayn Malik, got an angelic fucking voice. Oh my God. I went back to the One Direction songs. I'm like, these songs are kind of cool because Zayn is over there putting in the work in the background with the octaves and shit. So I'm listening to Zayn.
Now, he is good.
I got problems. I got qualms. Don't get me started on him. That's a whole episode. But them first 2 albums are all bangers. That first album is a fucking classic, in my opinion. Anyway, but he released a new album. It's cool. I like it. I haven't listened to. I mean, I listened to it all through like maybe once or twice, and every time I listen to it, every time I listen to new songs, I feel like I'm gonna like it more. So yeah, it's taking me a few listens, but that's just my boy right now. That man's voice, angelic. It hits the right spot. That voice. So yeah, that's my dude. Listening to Zayn. What's the album called? Nobody Is Listening. That's what it's called. We going up against Harry Styles. Harry Styles is a big dude. Harry Styles is watermelon sugar. That's watermelon sugar. Okay.
They both are made. They make me want to listen to One Direction songs now.
They do. Yeah. I mean, One Direction was cool for what it was. I wish that would have worked for him. I would have made all the money too. Oh, Jesus, I'm fucking shit up. But but yeah, One Direction was cool. It was good. They got all the teenagers. They did what they did.
Yeah.
Another one.
Listening. That's the name of it.
What? Nobody Is Listening. Yeah. I guess. Okay.
If we're gonna do with the nose, then the first album should have been Nobody's Watching.
Exactly.
Could have been a classic performance
because he has to tour 3 albums now. Since he doesn't want to do this, since he doesn't want to perform, how y'all got stage fright? Y'all tell me how you get stage fright when you have been touring the world, sold out stadiums all around the world, sold out Wembley Stadium, whatever, multiple times with your band, but you got stage fright, and whenever it come to your mute.
This shit don't make no sense.
It don't make sense. I was gonna go to the first tour, Zane, but you was like, nah, I can't do it. I'm like, okay. I mean, you just lost some money. Don't complain. I don't want to hear no complaints. All right. Anyway, let me move on. Because my boy Z, I got qualms with you, brother. One artist that you mentioned before that I've been listening to a lot more now
Flo Milli.
Is no. Not Flo Milli, unfortunately. But it is Blast. I've been listening to a lot of Blast. His album is really good, No Love Lost. That album is really good. It's just like, he sounds like L.A. I know that man was born and raised in L.A. Like the way his beats and the way he flows, he kind of sings and raps at the same time. He can kick a hook. He can kick a really dope chorus. So, yeah, he's really melodic. He's really dope. And he sounds just like L.A. Like, I feel like top down, I'm in a Jeep or something. Or doors off, whatever. I'm in L.A.
I like that. That sounds like, that you say that sounds like L.A. now. Because for generations, L.A. was like the birth of gang rap. And as y'all probably know, I don't really fuck with gang rap because it's really one continuous tone to me. Everyone's from somewhere. And you just like word playing your hood. So I like that there are people like Blast and Giveon and even Kendrick Lamar and the shit he's done. I like that now there's like, it seems like a progressive movement to just have good music all around in there. Not just to be like, oh, that's gang rap over there and this is boom bap and eat like.
And I like hearing that. And it's all very melodic too. All the drum styles and the vibe of it is very melodic, very like outside sunny vibes, So yeah, it definitely sounds like LA. Blast is really fucking good. That whole album's good. Definitely give that album a listen. Gang Slide, Chosen with Ty Dolla $ign. All those fire. Then the last thing I want to talk about is the biggest thing. But let me just talk about it real quick. I'm going to talk about it real quick. It's the 34-35 remix.
Ooh.
Now, as you already know, I'm Ariana Grande fan. I'm black man. Like I said, Michael Jackson, Slipknot, John Mayer. I'm an Ariana Grande fan. That's my girl. This song, I love 34-35. Now, don't get me wrong. I love that song. This remix was lackluster to me because it's the bare minimum of what was expected. Obviously, when you hear Ariana Grande, Doja Cat, and Meg on 34-35 is about to be a banger, it's about to be a hit.
Sound like I'm gonna die from dehydration.
It's about to be something. But it just wasn't it, because all they did was just give. I wanted a new Ariana verse, but all they did was just Doja verse, Meg do a verse. That's the song. Upload to Spotify. You know, I wanted a whole. If there was a video, that'll be type, and then like a new Ariana verse, a new like a beat switch, something different. You know, they did the bare minimum of what was supposed to happen, and it's cool. I don't really listen to it though.
I feel you.
Yeah.
All right.
But if I'm listening to 34 or 35, I'm listening to the regular one, so that's it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Ariana's still fire though. Ariana's still the GOAT. But yeah, that's what we streaming.
Right.
What I'm streaming, at least, as far as the music. But what would you guys?
Have you got to film?
What? I haven't done my movies yet.
Oh, okay.
There's only one.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it's only one really that I've been looking at. It's gonna be real quick, but I'm looking for a new TV show. I haven't really found my new TV show yet ever since Homeland ended. I need to just watch Mandalorian.
Naruto season 7, episode 15 through 18. Jiraiya get his ass beat.
It's terrible. I need to watch. Yeah, I need to get another show.
He gets one ugly ass Rasengan in, and they get 6 black poles in his ass. It sounds like the title to a weird ass porno that you want to watch.
Oh my god. No. I don't know if I want to watch that one. I don't know about all that. That's a lot. That's a lot on my screen right now. But really, the only thing that new and noteworthy that I watched this week was Sound of Metal, which is a movie on Amazon Prime Video. It's getting a lot of Oscar buzz because the main actor Riz Ahmed did a really, really great job, really, really great performance. So it's getting a lot of Oscar buzz for the
this is metal
for best actor. Yeah, that's the sound.
There you go, Ted. Next show. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, it's basically about just a punk drummer. He was a drummer, you know, touring the nation, and he suddenly becomes deaf. He was an addict punk drummer who's been 4 years clean, and he suddenly becomes, you know, deaf. So he has to learn how to, you know, be deaf and learn about the, you know, just basically just have to relearn how to live. And plus, cause, you know, learning, he has to, he's a punk drummer, he's a drummer, so he relies on sound, and sound is a very big part of him.
Oh, so he didn't get fired?
I mean, yeah, he kind of did. Well, it's his band or something, I don't know.
Oh.
But, yeah, just dealing with that and dealing with the aspect that he is also an addict too, so he has to go through, you know, certain things that if he was just being normal or just been a regular person with no prior drug histories, he would have, you know, he would have just been fine. Or he had to go through those troubles plus being an addict, you know, because he wanted to, you know, go back. It's like you kind of want to go back or something, you know, like that. Oh. So it was a really good performance. It was a good movie. I like the way it ended too. He did a really good job. Yeah. So Riz, he was originally, you probably know him from Rogue One, the Star Wars story, but he's not the main guy. He is the other side pilot guy. They got caught. Prisoner. Yeah, they got caught with with Forrest Whitaker.
And that had that tentacle monster going in his ears.
Yeah, all that shit. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, it was really good. He might. I mean, I don't know who else is up for the Oscar or anything, but his name has been getting a lot of buzz. But yeah, that's good. Definitely watch that if y'all into it. It's on Amazon Prime Video.
Well, that brings me to our next segment.
Yep, the next one.
There was a topic that we had during our streaming time on Twitch. And I want us to expand on this a little more. I've gotten some time to think about it. I was asking some of the viewers, and this topic is name an overrated Disney film and name an underrated one. So, I remember, Ted, you stand by Ratatouille as underrated.
Yes. To this day, I would like anyone to come at me about some Ratatouille, about somebody saying, no, Ratatouille, I haven't even seen Ratatouille. Ratatouille ain't that good. Little Mermaid is the, oh my God, Ariel. I want y'all to come at me. Come at me. Don't ever disrespect Remy ever in your life. Isn't his name? If y'all called a rat Ratatouille, like you thought his name was Ratatouille, I'm already done. I'm already done at that point. Because y'all
That's the
obviously
crazy
didn't watch
thing,
the
yeah.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't Ratatouille.
Yeah.
The man's name is Remy. Know the man's name first before you step. You know what? To the man. Y'all
what was your
my blood pressure up.
what was your overrated one?
I'm not supposed to get my blood pressure up. Y'all getting it up. Y'all getting it up. Edward just asked the question, but y'all getting it up. Oh my God. Oh my God. They don't know. What? Oh, my overrated one was Little Mermaid, because Little Mermaid is trash. I don't like the story. What is the story? Let's think about this message. What's the message of Little Mermaid?
We said it in episode, what was that, 13? That she's a Trump supporter. She's a MAGA hat wearer.
Yeah, she's a Trump supporter. Yeah, exactly. Conservatism. That's the message.
The story is a little pompous, prissy little asshole.
Yeah.
Little girl.
Yeah.
Wants to have legs.
I mean, basically,
for that guy,
for this white man.
Yeah. My whole thing was, why are you yearning for that type of lifestyle when your dad is the king of the sea? It ain't like you struggling out here. You ain't Nemo's daddy. You out here, you living it good.
I mean, I think it's because like she wants change or something like that. She wanted to see something different. She wants to be part of that world. Like, fuck all that. The songs was trash. I don't like Little Mermaid.
You show me a millionaire or a billionaire who got a kid, and I say, you know what? I think I want to live on Skid Row for a month.
Exactly.
You show me. That's why I don't relate to this stupid ass storyline. It's like this. No, the change is normally the other way around.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But you at the top, now you're trying to go to the bottom. That man wasn't rich.
Yeah.
He didn't have no shit. He wasn't Gusto, He wasn't Be Our Guest type nigga. He was just fishing.
Yeah.
Because he had no one to go fish for him. Ariel, you a bitch. All right, that's yours. That's yours. Let me get mine.
Yeah, what's your overrated?
Since we talking about the sea, this is my underrated one. Atlantis.
Atlantis, I would agree, is underrated.
I love that movie. The ending credit. Once it ends, the ending credit with that water drop, that and that girl singing, so melodic. But my favorite character was the explosives expert.
Yeah.
Every time they had a problem, I forgot his name. He was French though, so damn, what was it? I forgot his name. I need to watch it again. But every problem they had, he was gonna solve it with a stick of dynamite.
Yeah.
He was like, I swear I can end this right now. Let me go in my bag and get 4 sticks.
Yeah.
Oh, the roadblock? That's 2 sticks right there. How y'all want to do it? We can deliberate, but I'm lighting the stick. So we got 8 seconds before all of us ain't got no problems no more.
Exactly.
I loved it. I love that what's in it? I just love the storyline, the comedy in it. White man's looking for a culture that's not his own, and then he finds it. Then turns out, the white people that came with him wants to take all the shit and of value for it. And the main guy, Mike, I think was his name. He doesn't want that to happen, so he gives them a change of heart and all. Well, most of them, not all of them. And he ends up staying there and shit. I like that. I like seeing it where it's like,
a good movie. I remember the McDonald's toys in like the 2000s,
and the little fish ship thing, and that was
I remember that. That was fun.
Very good time. So I think it's underrated. I don't think it's as underrated as Ratatouille though, because Ratatouille's good.
Criminally underrated.
I think Atlantis is underrated, but not a lot of people are giving love to Ratatouille.
No. Not enough. Who's your overrated again?
I got a couple.
Oh God.
I agree with you, The Little Mermaid. This is where I'm about to Put more rumbles in the waves, like
That's what he does. Rumble the
Jiraiya's
waves.
body floating down the stream.
It's terrible.
Sakona Hakager, because nobody ain't picked up the body yet. And y'all thought I was done shitting on that nigga? No, his body's still there, swelling up. You ever seen body aquatic dysmorphia?
That's terrible.
This shit is not pretty.
He's
Water is not a friend.
His elders. No respect.
That nigga like licking toads to get his fucking drug high. I ain't respecting that nigga. He had 2 toads on his shoulder. He licked. That's how he fought. No, I'm kidding. My list is Little Mermaid, Chicken Little. I feel like is so overrated. If
Really?
I could swap titles of fame, I'm putting Ratatouille where Finding Nemo is at, and Atlantis where Chicken Little is at. Because I think Finding Nemo and Chicken Little, Little Mermaid, and Peter Pan are some of the most overrated movies and characters I've ever seen. Like I hate, not hate. I don't like any of them.
Yeah.
That's cute. I don't like Peter Pan.
Yeah, Peter Pan is weird.
I just don't. I get it. Oh, Robin Williams and Hook was amazing.
Hook was
I don't like any of the stuff.
I agree with you. I agree with you on all of them except for Finding Nemo, because Finding Nemo is.
I get the comedy. It actually might be the funniest out of all.
It might be the funniest.
Yeah,
Disney Pixar movie.
I wasn't there for the main thing. Maybe I'm just looking too deep into the story. And not enough around the comedy with Dory, because Dory was amazing.
Yeah,
I like Dory. The fucking thing that like grabbing the bubbles that was in the fish tank.
Oh, crab.
Yeah. Oh, you know what did it for me? Because I was in 7th grade when this movie came out. Everyone saw it before me because hey, I didn't have money like that. Okay, so people coming to school talking about, did y'all see that scene where they're like, oh my god, I think they call it a butt. That's a big butt. That wasn't that funny to me. That was not that funny to me. Like, what? I'm a kid. That should be funny to me.
Yeah.
That's a big butt.
Yeah. It's funny if you watch it, I guess.
That wasn't that. I watched it and I was like, this what they been talking about? This ain't that funny.
Where did I think I
the fucking note escape. That's the funniest shit right there.
That's one of the funniest.
Dory should have been anything. All anybody was talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like the octopus kid. Oh, fuck them kids. First of all, Dory. It's all about Dory.
Yeah,
we got to give it Dory, and the thing grabbing the bubbles and gets sad when it goes away. But really, Dory, that escape.
Yeah, that line is hilarious.
But
yeah.
Honey, go ahead.
I love Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo is really, really, because I remember it coming out just at a good time where I was I got it and stuff about like how it's about just keep swimming or just keep going, even though when the road gets tough or whatever the hell. But it was really good. Yeah, I love that movie. But I agree with you on everything, literally everything else though. Okay. Little Mermaid is overrated as hell. What else did you say? Peter Pan.
Yeah,
that's pretty overrated. Chicken Little, I can see.
I also want to thank you guys that was tuning in to that stream on giving your suggestions. With Sanchez, he did the Great Mouse Detective.
Oh yeah, that's underrated.
That's very underrated. I forgot all about. Yeah, that
was a good movie.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I've gotten as an underrated Disney film. I forgot that was Disney.
Rick Moranis. Shout out Rick Moranis.
Little Shop of Horror.
He's an American icon. Protect him.
Yeah.
Ever since his wife died, well, not a fun fact about him, but it's a fact about him. Ever since his wife died, he hasn't been in a movie.
Really?
Yeah, I think he died. His wife died in like 2000 or something like that, and he hasn't. He stepped away from the entertainment industry, like at period.
Damn.
So that's why you don't really see him anymore. I think his wife died of cancer.
Oh shit!
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's terrible.
Damn, I like him. He's a good actor.
Yeah,
I'm mad it took me so long to see Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh yeah, that's my mother's favorite movie of all time.
That's a good movie. Can we do some green excellence? That plant was green excellence. Feed me, nigga. That's what he said, right? Like,
pretty much.
That's some green excellence right there.
That's terrible.
Also, I got some like just rated. You know, everybody's always underrated or overrated, never rated.
Just
People
regular.
are always overwhelmed or underwhelmed, just never whelmed.
Just, yeah. Somebody just whelmed me. Something that whelmed me.
John Carter rated. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
John Carter.
101 Dalmatians.
Oh,
rated.
I enjoyed that. But you enjoyed John Carter?
I enjoyed it. After I watched it, I enjoyed it.
I don't even know what that is. I know it's trash though.
He goes to Mars through like some doorway or something.
I'm good.
And
it's live action.
Cool. I was fucking with it. What else they got? What else was there?
I mean, whatever's on Disney Plus at this point.
Pretty much.
If you don't have that app, just a small little indie company called Disney making these
they making big strides.
Making big strides every day. They got themselves an app.
You was able to pre-order last year.
Yep, on Kickstarter.
Yep.
They had a Kickstarter. Exactly. So yeah, shout out Disney for finally making it to that 1,000 subscriber mark.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Disney for that. Yes. Hercules. I think it's not overrated. I think it's properly rated.
Hercules, yeah. A lot of people who know Hercules, they rate it as it should be. They hold it in high regard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
Well, speaking of something that's not going to be held in high regard, as y'all know, today is Wednesday, January 20th. Well, we're recording this on Tuesday, but today, when it comes out, is Wednesday, January 20th.
And what's the year?
2021.
It's been 8 years since they lost Jiraiya's body. Yes, it will not be held in high regard because they can't find it. At this point, they can't find it.
There is Jiraiya again.
They cannot find it every chance I get.
You don't make these people come for you.
Oh, I want them to. Please explain to me why y'all think he's so great. Take away, I'm saying he taught goats. He teaches goats, okay?
Yeah.
I don't think he is a goat. I know he's not a goat. Strong, but he ain't a goat. But he taught goats.
Yeah.
And y'all don't pick him in a video game. Y'all know y'all don't. All Rasengan users, y'all don't pick that? No.
Well, no. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't call it, but I know people put respect on Jiraiya's name.
They do. They really do. They do.
But yeah, and respect does go a long way, but this person just don't have none of it. We're getting a new president today. Miss President Biden is being sworn in on Wednesday, January 20th, 2021, which means that former President Trump will be out.
Give me the keys. Get your stank ass out. Just take your wife's horrible cooking with you.
She ain't heated up a pot. The fuck? She's cooking. She's never heard of cooking in her life. But yes, Mr. Trump is out of here. Thank the Lord. Praise everyone. Yes. We got him out. And due to, since it's his last day, I feel like these past 4 years have been going by so super slow. And so much has happened in 4 years that, I mean, I don't even know you can't really summarize it all. So, but we're just going to talk about it just real quick about, what we think about it and what the positives and negatives that come from a Trump presidency, because there's a minor positives.
There were some positives. I got some positives.
Yeah.
I got some positives.
Yeah, I just, I'm just glad. One thing I'm glad that's gone, is not only that he's gone, but all his other people that was over, Ben Carson being over head of the urban development and shit like that and housing. Like, what does the brain surgeon got anything to do about urban development and housing? Steve Mnuchin, the producer of Suicide Squad, he was the Secretary of Treasury. What does he got to do with money? Okay, whatever. Suicide Squad. Anyway, stop. My brain goes crazy when I think about these people. But yeah. I'm just tired of, I'm glad all these people are out of power and out of here. Because that's really the main thing. I mean, Trump can fuck up only what he can fuck up. But there's the people that advising him to fuck up. That's the people that I'm glad are gone.
Yeah,
because those are they're really the most dangerous people.
that's true. All right, so let's talk about some of these things. I'm gonna start it off with a bit of a positive. Might not be a positive for y'all, but it's definitely a positive for me, even if he did do it indirectly, I guess. When ASAP Rocky was in prison over in what was that, Sweden?
I forgot about that.
And Trump was all on Twitter talking about trying to get him out.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he really did get him out or if they just couldn't hold him no longer. Because he was in there for what, 2 months?
He was in there for a little bit. Yeah, for a little
Yeah.
bit.
And there was all these rumors saying, oh, they're only feeding him an apple a day and like it's a flat ass blanket that he's laying on. He's just sleeping on a fucking pavement essentially.
Yeah.
And now he's out. So I don't know if Trump got him out or if it was just like his lawyers or something did something.
Yeah.
But
he wanted to take credit up for it.
Yeah, but the Trump being on Twitter and talking about it at least did put more attention on it.
Yeah, I guess so. So yeah, thank you for that, asshole.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I like ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, I get that. That is a positive, definitely.
That is the only potato salad I am willing to even talk about.
Is ASAP Rocky and Tyler the Creators.
Yep. Only the fans know about it.
Only the fans.
Only the fans know
only
about
the
it.
fans, not only fans, only the fans.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess that is a positive. Even though he probably tried to spin that and manipulate it to be like, I'm gonna do this so I can secure more black votes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's what that's the type of man he is. But I mean, yeah, obviously there's been all types of negatives and shit. The travel ban this, travel ban that. His response to COVID-19, blah, blah, blah. But we could go on and on about that. But what I really wanted to kind of not really focus on, but just to shine a quick light on real quick is just one of the big reasons what got him elected and what made him so powerful is just and the reason why he's banned on Twitter and all that shit right now was because of the Capitol riots and all that. But his spread of misinformation really is the number one reason. And his usefulness of social media is number one reason what got him elected and what got him all these 80 million people to keep voting for him. Yeah. I mean, this election was I think it was the most a president's ever been elected by was 80 million. What he got this time? Well, it was the second most because the first most was Joe. Because so this turnout has been more like voter turnout than ever before, which I guess is a nod to Trump because he fucking he made people go out and vote to get this man out of office.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know. His spread of misinformation is probably my number one thing that I hated about him and what he embodied and what he kept saying. All this. The reason why all this Capitol riot shit happened because he kept saying that he won the election when you didn't, brother.
Yeah.
Like, there ain't no, and he kept talking about conspiracy theories after conspiracy theories. They would pass ballots. There was a Biden-Harris van outside of the polling place. Like, what? What are we talking about?
This is...
Like, it's just too much. So, yeah, definitely, that's the one thing that I hated about just all of that. And, it makes you, like, I know everybody has gotten that, like, your auntie or your uncle or your grandma or your grandpa, they saw something on Facebook that you share something on Facebook, and you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
This
but
ain't,
they're not as influential as a fucking leader of the free world.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's just, when they share some crazy shit on about they doing something with something, they said, and it just says transgender in it, and you're like, oh, what is my uncle about to say? Here we go. So, some antiquated opinions are on the way.
Also, let's go ahead and call them rioters what they are. It was a terrorist attack.
Yes, it was.
That was a definite terrorist attack. That is
Yeah, and it was incited not by Osama bin Laden, but by the president of the United States.
And that shit is crazy. You know what I found out? There were still members in that building.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're saying I haven't got it confirmed yet, but they said AOC was in there.
Yeah.
No, AOC was definitely in there, and it was rumored that Nancy Pelosi was still in the building. She just wasn't in her office.
Yeah.
So they had them two in there.
I think everybody was there because they were doing the vote.
Yeah.
So
it was just like they really fucking tried to do a terrorist attack.
Yeah.
They brought a fucking gallows with them. Did you see that picture?
Oh yeah, like the
gallows. Yeah, they were like. So that's why
they brought zip ties. There was a bunch of people with zip ties.
Yeah,
and like we're getting ready to tie niggas up.
Well, what's going on here?
Senators and congressmen. Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, they're ready for harm. They're showing it.
And my thing is, all these people that kind of like, oh, okay, now Trump done did it now. Oh, we gotta just ban him from Twitter now. Like y'all didn't. Black people been seeing this coming for years. Okay.
Yep.
We knew that when he said something about he didn't win, these people gonna go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's.
Well, I see that they did that now because there's no longer a profit to be made off of them. Because before, Facebook and Twitter had no problem with him sending all of this shit out that he was talking about.
Yeah, it's real convenient to kick him out when he's about to be out.
Yeah, when he's about to be out, now you can't use him no more. So it's just like fuck them too. They know what they're doing. There's no use for him anymore. That's why a lot of people are turning on his ass. When he sent those, let me get through this list. When he sent the 52 Tomahawk missiles to kill one man in a building, but he like leveled the place and killed a couple more, a couple dozen, if I'm not mistaken. Why didn't y'all ban him then?
No, yeah.
He tweeted that he sent those missiles.
Yeah.
Those missiles cost a couple million each to launch.
Yeah.
That's a lot of taxpayers' money that he's not about to pay.
Yeah, and that fire, because their like guidelines is about him doing fire and fury. I mean, sorry, the guidelines is about, you can't incite violence or something like that. That's what they keep, saying. That's why they banned him this time. But I mean, he said stuff about like fire and fury and burning down a nation, shit like that.
Yeah, like
so what? I don't know.
Why are you doing that? The Klan mobilized against the protesters. Remember them, the tiki torch carrying white people.
I mean that's inciting good people on both sides. That's inciting violence.
The video of the woman getting ran over by that car, and then they was about to put it in reverse to hit her again.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the end of all that, he was like, "Listen, there were good people on both sides of that situation. Like one side is guided; their whole ideology is everyone else must get the fuck out or die.
Yeah,
where's the good people in that?
I don't know.
So it's just the travel ban, like you said. Listen, I work at an airport, so during that whole time, it was hard to get to work.
Yeah.
You seeing all of these people, there was protests in there. They were blocking parking areas. The area that the people from the Middle East, I believe, where the travel ban was focusing on, they were stuck in the international terminal of the airport. That place is big, but then when you go in there, you don't want to be in there for a week.
Mm-hmm.
That place, no, God, no. So, it was just horrible. But I ain't about to thank you for ASAP Rocky. Thank you for the $1,200 though. That was nice.
Yeah, that was nice. Thanks for the $1,200. Peace out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just glad, that somebody else is in there. We got this man out. That was the number one thing. But now that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is in there, we got to keep that same energy.
Hold them to a high regard too.
Hold them to an even higher regard because even though we got a despicable human out, we got another one. I'm not saying the despicable human, but he's just another politician.
You got somebody with some very troubled past decisions that affected the Black and brown community.
Yeah,
very negatively with the 88 crack laws and the 94 crime bill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So that is I don't feel like going into that. That's going to take up too much time. But if you guys know, if you don't, look it up on Google. It'll let you know.
Yeah.
But just know it was guided towards Black and brown community members and inner cities. And then your vice president is someone who made a living off of prosecuting Black kids.
That's very true.
Having them in prison. So I hold them both to a high regard. I don't like them either.
Yeah, but we just had to get this despicable human being out. first.
Yes, get the fucking devil out, and then let's have a tight leash on Damien.
Exactly.
That's how I'm seeing it.
Tight leash on Damien.
Yeah, this is how we got to do it. Shit, I don't trust him. Yeah,
yeah, but yeah, I'm glad that he's out.
yeah.
I'm glad that we can be. Yeah, like I said, just keep that same energy with him. One thing that last thing that I'm gonna say about Trump that he did is made us all more. It's honestly positive and negative because he's made us all more political. Each and every person, I think he has. It's like the positive thing being like we're more focused and pay more attention to what's going on in our politics and in our country, things like that. But the negative side is like people do that and then people make crazy theories about something and spread misinformation about a certain politician or something like that or a certain event, and it could muddy the waters, to say the least.
Yeah. Yes.
So it's just but people just keep paying attention. That's the only thing you can do.
That is true.
Listening to truthful information.
At least now we know that we ain't crazy. Like, right. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have thought. I'm gonna make this my last thing too before we move on. For a lot of people in the black community, possibly the brown. I can't speak for you guys because I'm not part of that community, but for a lot of black men and women, we probably all have went throughout life thinking, is it really because I'm racist? No matter what you're doing, like you didn't get that job because you weren't a certain skin color, you didn't get that raise, that promotion. Maybe you're getting treated this way in school because of this skin color thing. Maybe you don't have the right hair type, all types of shit. I know I went through that growing up, and even as an adult. And one thing that Trump has shown is like, you're not crazy. Yeah, that shit is really out there.
Yeah. It's like the quiet racism, the silent racism.
Yeah,
that's the worst.
It gives you a bit of clarity, where it's like, see, I knew I wasn't fucking racist.
Yeah,
you guys are doing that shit. I knew it. Absolutely. I'm not just going off of what I heard my grandma and stuff. I fucking knew. Okay, cool. So it puts your mind at ease. Now we have a chance to fix it.
Yes, we do. But yeah,
that's about it.
I'm hopeful. As long you can only be hopeful.
Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst.
Are we going to drop the bomb or not? That should be the our like transition. All right, and but speaking of transitions, it's time for the best segment of the show, best segment in the world, best segment you heard all week. The rant. The rant. We got something to say this week, and I think I'm just gonna jump into my rant already because we kind of already talked about it. And actually, no, I'm not gonna do that one. I'm not gonna do that rant. I'm gonna do another rant.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do. I gotta add something else.
Where's your heart at?
Protect. Yeah, exactly. Because we just talking. We was talking about Trump and race and stuff like that. So I'm gonna say something.
Yeah. So where's your heart at? You want me to tell you where Jariah's heart is at?
Oh my God, Edward.
How many feet down?
That's terrible.
Where do we measure sea level by? Is that depth, feet, or just goddamn
fathoms?
Down there? Fathoms?
I think so.
You went to that damn village. No one told you to go to that fucking village.
That's terrible.
All of a sudden you're a detective. You're a fucking ninja.
What I have to say this week is So like I said, I'm a black man. Mm-hmm. Didn't know. I know if y'all didn't know that. I'm a black man. But people especially in the black community too, we do have this little problem. Mm-hmm. As you know, when I grew up in Compton, and I'm always in school, and my favorite thing in school was spelling tests in English and stuff like that. So I don't say I got a big vocabulary, but I can talk, I guess.
I still can't spell cinnamon. That's what lost me.
I can't call that one. I can't even call that.
Goddamn well niggas don't use cinnamon. Go ahead, Ted. I'm sorry.
But what thing that it grinds my gears, or I have to talk about, I'm not really gonna rant about it, but it's something that needs to be addressed, I think, is when people say the quote like, you talk white. One thing I think that's absolutely terrible. First of all, it's racist to think that just because I'm saying something in a normally or not using slang, I talk white. That's black people talk. Like
Black
we're
people,
all
listen up.
Americans, or
This is you.
we all. I don't like everybody. A lot of people say that to me personally. I never got that, and I always get mad. And if you say it to me today, I'm gonna get mad at you. Like, I'm gonna be fucking pissed because that's trash. What do you mean I talk white? I talk like a black man because I am a black man. Yeah. Or I talk like a whoever I am because that's who I am. You know, just because I say I'm educated, I have a bachelor's degree actually. So just because I talk a certain way or I speak a certain way, I sound, I don't know, normal. I'm Teddy. That don't mean I talk white. I think that's a put down for black kids or kids of color that just are who they are, or who don't quote unquote, live that certain lifestyle of a gang member or a gang banger or something like that, which I never lived. But that does not make me any less black than any other kid. That doesn't make me less likely to get quote unquote shot by the police, than my other cohort next to me, my other black man next to me. So I just think that's very antiquated, very old fashioned, and we definitely got to get rid of that shit.
Yeah, please, let's get rid of
that. Saying, because I remember being like, "Oh, I talk white. What does that mean? Do I? Well, then, I have a an identity crisis? Because you're a kid.
Yeah.
Being a kid in America is already hard, and then a black kid in America is another pile of more burdens we got to add on. A lot of other rules we got to learn at a very, very young age. So me being pushed away, and being feeling alienated because I talk white is odd. And it made me who I am today. But
it makes you wonder too. Like, most of the time, I would say all of the time, when people say you talk white, they're saying you're talking very intellectual, very articulate, and with a certain thought process about what you're saying and how you're saying. Why would you tell that to another black person?
Yeah, exactly.
So the goal is not to be articulate, to not have a good vocabulary.
Yeah, I mean, I could, I pull out the shit if I want to. You know what I'm saying? I pull it out. But I ain't always pulling it out like that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing all that all the time. But
exactly,
how I talk is how I talk, and I'm a black man, and I talk like a black man, and I talk like a dude, talk like a normal person. Exactly. But that's just what I got to say. That's just my little 2 cents. And not in this economy. Not 2 cents in this economy.
Yeah.
But, that's my little 10 cents.
$14.38.
Yeah.
Right there.
The tax is 10%.
Oh, yeah.
But, Edward, what do you have to say? What are you ranting about this week?
I really like that one. That was a good one right there.
Yeah. I've been thinking about that one. It's been on the old posters for a while. I'm like, I'm gonna do that one.
Let me see. It's really 2 things, but I want to try and condense it down.
Condense it down, Edward. Give us the, the summary. Give us it all, Edward. Okay. What you have to say this week?
The first thing is, if you are getting this stimulus check, that's $600 and the $2,000, I guess, that's supposed to come from Damien and them.
Oh yeah, the $2,000. They would like they like, oh, y'all already got the 6, right? Y'all got that? Okay, here's the 14.
Here's the 14.
But it's not 2. That's 2. But I'm not giving you just 2. Like the 600. That's what y'all still got that.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. Hold on to that, because I'm gonna add 14 more, and that's 2. There you go.
That makes 2. Yes.
There you go. That's it. Don't ask for nothing else.
You do math like a white person.
See, there it is. See,
yeah, exactly. It's that exactly. Exactly. I'm sorry. I had to go back to that.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi and Childish Gambino went through it. That makes me good. It makes me happy knowing I know people that went through it. Anyway, if you got that money, or when you get that money, because mine was lost for a moment. Found.
let's not get into
they lost mine. But anyway,
let's just say Edward had a bad pack and a buddy pass on the way to Washington D.C.
Oh yeah,
last Wednesday. Let's just say that.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Y'all terrorizing. I'm just doing some reconnaissance, search, rescue. So
I just need the computer, and I just need to look up. I just type in my social security number, and my stuff gonna come up. Yeah, that's all I needed.
That's all I need. Cool. I'm out. AOC, I see you on Discord. Anyway, if you're getting that money, please, if you're getting it and you do not necessarily need it for your bills or to buy food or to do anything that's like very detrimental to your survival or your kid's survival or your family, invest it. Please invest it. There are too many ways. This is the thing. Everyone likes to say, the marathon continues. I'm doing it for Nip and all that type of shit. If you're just listening to his music, you're not doing shit for Nip. You're not doing that. You're not embodying the message. This money, this is access now. Have you guys seen the Rap Radar interview? That's something I think everybody should watch. A form of black what's that? What's the word? Not retroprints. A form of it's like when you're giving back to the black community.
Repentance?
Yeah, I think so. A repentance check or something like that.
Not reparations?
Reparations. There we go. He was asked this. A form of black reparations. What do you think it would be? And he said access. Access to the same thing that that my grandfathers and grandmothers' white counterparts had access to. Because that can lead to a whole plethora of success.
Yeah. I mean, that's the start of generational wealth. Black Americans were shunned from certain wealths and certain getting houses in certain suburbs that eventually now to this day are worth millions because of racism in the past. But
exactly. We were freed, but we were never taught any of that shit.
Exactly.
You were just freed. So I now truly believe we are in that era of access. Please get off of Twitter, get off of TikTok, get off of Facebook, get off of Instagram. Look up things. Look up the Acorns app. Look up the Robinhood app.
Yeah.
Google. Google is such a powerful tool.
It is.
Google out that shit is as powerful as a preacher giving you the word of God. And I'm not joking here. You can find so much shit with Google. Don't just look up fucking
StockX.com, the new James.
Cardi B ass and shit.
Cardi B ass.
Yeah, Meg the Stallion's ass and Doja Cat's ass. Let me delete my history.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds like your search history.
So, yeah, y'all need to stop that shit. Okay? That's for me. Anyway.
That sounds like your search history here, bud.
So don't be looking like for that type of shit and like world star fights and for like just stupid shit that you can do later. We have a time. This is now a point of access for the black community and the brown community. I speak to both of us specifically because there's other communities that's already been thriving with their own cultural traditions that was already rooted in generational wealth.
Exactly.
So please use that to your advantage. I don't have a PS5.
Oh.
But now I have 8 stocks, 8 shares of Sony. And
that's
the
probably
shit
worth more than a PS5.
Yeah, bring me anybody that has a PS5 and I'll show you that you're paying me now. Keep buying that shit. But buy a stock, buy a share. Don't just buy that shit. Apple, 7-in-1 split. Tesla, they did a 3-in-1 split. Please use this shit to your advantage. Yeah. Home ownership. If you don't want to own a home, that's cool. Invest in something that will give you a return.
Yeah.
Don't just go buying shit. Don't go to the Givenchy store. Don't go to Hermes getting a Birkin bag. Okay? First of all, if you got a Birkin bag, I'm automatically assuming you sucking dick. Thirdly, man too. If I see a man with a Birkin, you suck 33 dicks for that Birkin. I don't care. I do not care. You was over there just getting it. Use this money wisely. Use it to get out of your situation. Once again, I say this to people: if you're not struggling to pay rent, if you're not struggling to keep food on the table for you, your kid, your wife, your husband, girlfriend, whatever, anything like that, please use it to your advantage.
Yeah.
Acorns is a very good savings app, and it'll simplify everything, and it shows you what you've been spending on a monthly level and what you probably should cut off. Robinhood dumbs down investing. When I don't understand things, I like to tell people now, talk to me as if you're talking to a third grader, because I don't understand how any of this works. I don't understand the science of it, the politics of it. So dumb it down. It is not an insult. I don't find that an insult, and I will ask questions. Dumb that shit down.
Yeah.
Robinhood works beautifully for that. Okay? Also, if you are going to do this and invest, do not take out after a month. Okay? Tesla was at 444. Bought a share. That shit is now at 739. Don't take out, and that was from November to January 7th. If you take out in under a year, you get taxed. You get taxed out the ass.
Yeah,
I think
they tax up the ass too.
Yeah, I think they do 50 or 55%. Wait, that's a lot. That is a lot of money. Okay, every dollar you make, they take 55 cents. Think of it like that. That's a lot. If you wait a whole year, no tax. Or I think depending on what you're going through, it's a minimum tax of I think 10% at the highest.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that one. I gotta listen to my investment guru guy again, who's a Shark Tank member. Don't know his name. He's always on the TI podcast though. He's the black guy, black bald guy.
Oh, Fubu.
Yeah.
Damien something. Dash?
There we go. Yeah.
Not Damien Dash.
Something though. I forgot his name.
Damien something. Yeah, I forgot his last name.
He's the one that breaks down shit like that. So I'm just saying, people, please use this shit smartly.
Yeah, I agree with that. We are because we're in the generation of the probably the most informed humans on the planet, and in turn, like I was saying earlier, we're probably the most misinformed as well too, because of the proliferation of information, of just all this information as a total.
Exactly. So just use it wisely, because after this ain't gonna last forever. After this is all said and done, and you now become that generation in your 50s, you can't be saying the same things that your grandparents said, because your grandparents didn't really have a chance in hell.
Yeah,
we now have a rope. We have a way. Now we have to show that we're willing and we're smart enough to use it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, those the powers that be, those fucking racists, they're just gonna be like, look, see, we tried to help.
Yeah.
We tried to look, they didn't want the help.
They didn't want it.
They kept buying shit.
Yeah.
They didn't. So please do that. Netflix, anything that you like, there's a stock in it.
There is.
There's definitely a stock in it. You can't tell me there is no stock in it, because then it wouldn't be big enough for you to like it. So please. Amazon. Yeah. Oh, Amazon is at 3,039.
Yeah, I remember when Amazon was so low.
Yeah, right now I'm working on getting a share of that. Let me get one share. I'm on y'all asses. Y'all gonna buy it from daddy. Y'all are gonna buy Jeff Bezos' daddy. Y'all can say what y'all want. That is daddy. That is the number one drug dealer in the world. He has everything you need.
That's terrible.
So yeah, just use it smart.
Yeah.
This is the second thing. I'm gonna make this quicker, Ted. It was brought to my attention. I didn't explain why Naruto is the greatest anime ever. So I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible and is it unbiased as possible? I'm going to try and do it as fairly as possible.
Yeah.
Naruto is the most well-rounded anime ever in all aspects. From animation, from detail, from character development, from protagonist, antagonist, from length, and however else you critique an anime. A lot of people have brought up Yu Yu Hakusho, Cowboy Bebop, Dragon Ball Z, and somebody even brought up My Hero Academia. That was the younger of the four people. So let's start it off. I love all those animes y'all mentioned. My Hero has some of the greatest character development that I've ever seen, but that's all it has. It barely has any fight scenes. I don't want to even say that, no, because I personally like seeing hands.
Yeah.
and powers, but they got more powers. So they're arguably to me the most. Their best anime with the best character development I've ever seen in anime, but that's all it has, literally. Yu Yu Hakusho, very good, very great for its time. Cowboy, amazing, masterpiece. That is the Mona Lisa right there. And they did it in 23 episodes. Amazing. The episode about the big guy who's a child with a gun, y'all know it. Favorite episode. It is great. But the big plot about him, Vicious, and Julia, it could have been better. It was basically an affair. Two guys they're in a crime syndicate. Girls with one guy, but she leaves him to cheat on his best friend, and now there's a problem. So it's like, no, come on. It could have been better, but it is a masterpiece. Then it's not really a masterpiece now that I think about it. It's a masterpiece, okay?
It has its flaws.
Yeah, it had just a scratch, really. That's the only thing. Everything else is beautiful about Cowboy Bebop. Beautiful about Rurouni Kenshin. Dragon Ball Z, that could be a whole episode. Inuyasha, beautiful. Rurouni Kenshin, beautiful. All these animes that people have brought up. Blood Plus, Full Metal Alchemist. These things are amazing animes, and I love them all. But for the animes that were in the 90s, these original ones, it isn't that they're so bad. It's just that anime got better.
Yeah.
That's all. That's one of the reasons I believe Naruto is the greatest anime ever.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's the only one I've watched, and
yeah,
I think it's dope. I love Naruto.
Yeah, it's amazing. There are so many stories. Rock Lee being a symbol of perseverance.
Yeah.
Naruto being that symbol of never giving up. He had a whole village that hated him.
Yeah.
They wanted him gone. If you ever watch it, you will see watch how the 9 Jinchuriki are treated. Watch all the paths that they take. Everyone went through their life a different way, but most of them were hated and shunned, and some of them even got thrown away. When they were being captured by the Akatsuki, you think all the villagers cared? Who was it? The 7 tails, the 8 tails, the 9 tails, and the 2 tails. Only ones that people cared about. The other ones, they were basically fending for themselves. First tail was Gaara. You think his dad tried to kill? I ain't going into it. We ain't got that. But the beauty and art in that storytelling.
Yeah. It's a great.
Kakashi and his dad, Rock Lee, Naruto and the Sasuke, and Naruto with the Jinchuriki, Pain, and the story of how you can get 5 black rods in your back is just so beautifully done.
That's terrible.
So that was all I want to say. But really, invest that money.
Yeah, invest.
I hope I explained it better this time. Thank you guys for your patience.
This has been my TED Talk.
This has been my TED Talk.
Well, that's another episode, another installment, another feature of the Ted and Ed Show. The best podcast you've ever heard in your life.
Of course. You know it.
Thank y'all for rocking with us. Thank y'all for continuing to listen. We love each and every one of y'all. Please keep following us. Follow us at Ted and Ed Show on Instagram. Follow me at the Ted Mosby. Follow Edward at Dead Nemesis, DED Nemesis.
You see it.
Twitch.tv/DED Nemesis, where we be, every week, thugging it out on Apex, on Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight. That stream yesterday was hilarious, and that baby,
that's funny.
That baby was too much. I don't know what was going on. That damn baby.
The baby is coming.
The baby is coming. Exactly. So, yeah, just follow us on there. Tune in. Just keep supporting. And, we love y'all. Signing out.
Peace out, guys. Much love. Thank you for listening. Listen, laughing. That's